The disappearance of Susan Powell. A woman named Susan Powell went missing in Utah in 2009. For years, her husband Josh Powell was the main suspect in her disappearance. However, he claimed that he had nothing to do with it and that she had simply run away. In 2012, Josh killed himself and his 2 young sons in horrific murder-suicide. The case of Susan's disappearance is still considered unsolved, but remains one of the most infamous crimes in Utah history. The story of Susan Powell's disappearance and murder is a complex one, with many twists and turns. It all began in December of 2009, when Susan Powell's husband, Josh Powell, reported her missing. He told police that she had left their home in the middle of the night and did not return. However, investigators quickly became suspicious of Josh Powell and his story. They discovered that he had been having an affair, and there were rumours that he had physically abused Susan. Despite all of this, Josh Powell continued to maintain his innocence. As the investigation into Susan Powell's disappearance continued, her family began to suspect that Josh Powell had something to do with it. They noted that he seemed to be more interested in protecting himself than in finding his wife. They also pointed out that he had refused to cooperate with the police and had made bizarre statements to the media. In 2011, Josh Powell's father, Stephen Powell, was arrested for voyeurism and child pornography. In the course of that investigation, police discovered that Stephen Powell had written graphic journals about Susan Powell and that he had even taken photos of her in secret. In 2012, Josh Powell was given supervised visitation rights with his 2 sons, Charlie and Braden. However, on February 5, 2012, he took the boys to his home for a visit. After they entered the house, Josh Powell locked the door and set the house on fire. He and the boys were found dead inside. Investigators determined that Josh Powell had killed his sons and then himself. The case of Susan's disappearance remains unsolved, and her body has not yet been found. But her family is still determined to find justice for her and to keep her memory alive.